Mhm. Hello everyone. So today we are going to see the web. What is the web and how you can check for the vulnerabilities in a particular web. So now every one of you are very much familiar about the web applications and there are some web servers. But usually when anyone is deploying their web applications or web servers, they are using some kind of protocols, or you can say some kind of cryptography. So whenever we are using any web applications, we are redirected, you can say, to https. Suppose right now if I am typing manually for any website, that is google.com itself, so right now I am not using any sort of link, and I am just simply going and typing for http, and every one of us are very much familiar that it is not the secure one. So if you can see over here, I have redirected by default to the secure version, that is S, not http. So why this reference? Like how come the browser or any browser just came to know that this is not the secure layer, or this is not the secure way of communicating through the internet, and they are helping us to redirect to the secure layer. So over here the comes a protocol, you can say, or the security, that is hsts. So how many of you are familiar about this topic hsts? Have you ever heard about this term? What is hsts? Anyone can simply type in the chat box the full form of hsts and why organizations are using this particular protocol hsts. Hello guys, you can write down in the chat box like what is the full form of hsts. Marvin don't understand the word. Like, what did you not understand? I'm just simply asking you to either if you are aware about this term, what is hsts. So either if you are aware about it, you can simply write its full form, or if you are not aware about it, simply say no. Spelling, it's HSTS. Sort of the question was that the organizations are using a secure communication through the internet. So for that they are using some protocol, that is HSTS. So what is HSTS? So have you ever heard about this term? Yes, Shri, exactly. The answer is right. It is HTTP, strict transport security. Okay. So why this particular HSTS only using? Because every one of us are familiar that the communication, the actual communication which the user are going through is on the application layer, right? So any communication which we are making over the internet, it should be secure enough so that your data should not get leaked, or there should be not any sort of you can say stealing of the data. Okay, so this is where your HSTS plays the role. So now what they are doing by using this particular standard, they are making sure whenever a person is using any particular website or any particular references, there should be a proper secure communication. Now the very first thing which this HSTS helps is that it simply states that there is no man in the middle attack possible when you are using this HSTS standard. Okay, so that's the reason it is very highly secure communication whenever we are talking about the HTTPS rather than your HTTP. First thing, your man in the middle attack issue is resolved, that is your HSTS is claiming. Secondly, there is no eavesdropping will be over your network. But now my question is that we are saying that any communication over the internet is not secure. So is it possible for a person, like for the hackers, to gather informations about the person or their credential details from this secure website? You can simply type in the check bot whether it's yes or no, whatever you feel like. Is it possible to gather the credentials or the information from the secure website? Okay, so some of you are saying no and some of you are saying yes. So any particular reason why you are saying yes? That because it's a secure layer and we are using the standard, secure standard. And I am asking on the secure, because for the one which is not already secure, you can easily gather information. Okay, so as per your decisions or as per your understanding, you are claiming that it is not possible for us to gather credential or stuff from the secure website. But there is something, when we talk about the internet or when we talk about the communications over the internet, there are high chances that data can be stolen from this security. And how much secure communication you are doing, but the very important thing, if you can see or correlate, is that you are communicating over the internet. So yes, is it possible? It is possible for the person who is highly skilled to gather the credentials from your secure website also. Okay, there might be several ways for gathering it, but it is possible. So that's the reason majority of the time, if you can see, people are saying please kindly check your settings, please kindly check your what you can say, your clear your cookies. So why these cookies are needed to be clear every time, and why we are blocking this third party cookies? Because these cookies are something which is holding the sessions, which are capturing your sessions. So now, if you guys have not blocked any third party cookies, and at certain point there might be chances that there are some masked website or already cloned website are present, and you are going, or you are by mistakenly redirected, assume it. So at that time your session will be with them. So that's the reason we are saying that you have to clear all these cookies if you are not able to use properly some website. Now just first of all, before going to the practical stuff and checking how we can gather information and what sort of information it could be, uh, there are various tools for the web. So how many tools do you guys aware about, like for the web applications? So any tools do you guys have ever used or still using for the web practices? You can simply just list in the chat box that any web application tool you are using. Okay, so in my screen I have displayed some web application tools, you can see over here. So Dilip Kumar, Shri Anand Kumar, a lot of people are saying that they have Burp Suite. Okay, but if you guys can correlate, web is not something just talking about a restricted internet or about certain kind of domain. It's talk a lot more than this, because it's having applications on web. We are having proxies, servers, we are having client, and a lot more than this. Now you have some wireless web applications as well, and nowadays there is no very less wired communication, but a lot is wireless. Now everyone is familiar about these tools. Okay, a lot of these are automated tools. Now anyone could just simply list out some manual testing tools, because whenever you are going for the organizations, they will not ask you to use Burp Suite and map Nessus, SQL, or need to and debug the particular website. So have you ever thought about this, what could be the manual tool? Because the tools which you guys are stating is almost automated tools. So can you just simply list the name of the manual tool? Anyone, if you are aware. If you are not aware about any manual tool, just simply type no as well. Okay, all tools are automatic, but whenever you are going for the CTF or you are going for any kind of interviews, the interviewer have a very common questions that please try to debug these vulnerabilities or try to find out certain tasks will be allotted by using manual. They will not provide you or they will not ask you to go for any automated tools. So for that you can use Wireshark. Now why I am saying Wireshark, a lot of you might guess that Wireshark is simply a network monitoring tool. So anyone have ever used Wireshark and know the actual usage of the Wireshark? Okay, Marvin, have you ever used Wireshark for the web testing, for extracting the sessions, for gathering IP address, just like your other Burp Suite and ZAP? Okay, so during playing the CTF, have you ever used Wireshark for the web based, like for extracting the information from the websites, like any common information, username, the pages? Because Burp Suite, ZAP, and Nessus are something which people are familiar about it, and if you simply type in the browser like Nessus for the web testing, web application scanning, you can get n number of references and n number of videos for it. So these automated tools are something you will get a lot of reference from the various website and the platforms. But when we're talking about the manual testing, there is not such proper videos, you can say, but for that you have to use certain kind of techniques. So for manual testing, the best thing you can go for is, I can preferably say that your Wireshark. Right now, if you can see, there are n number of packets is been captured by this particular Wireshark. But let's first try for the vulnerable website, that is your test PHP. Over here, simply what I am trying to do, I am using this website for login. Okay, right now I am logging to some test username, and over here there are some kind of credential is there. But what is the username or what is the password is not aware by everyone. So what you can do, whenever you are running the Wireshark at the back end, you can simply check the credentials. So for that you can simply go to the capture and you can stop it. Second, you can simply have an HTTP, and over here you can see that the post. So this post is nothing but post and get are basically used for the website to fetch the information, and the information should be stored where. So if you can see over here, we get the credential of the user. So over here, if you can see this highlighted stuff, this give me the username and password. Now additionally, if you also want to store this for the future references, you can simply right click on it, follow, and you can go for HTTP stream. So over here you get the username, its password, what kind of communication is there, and the important thing what additional you are getting by using this is that you are checking for the cookies. You are getting that this particular website is used for PHP and it's on Ubuntu. A lot of extra stuff you are gathering over here. So this is where your instead of automated, you can go for this particular tool, or you can go with the Wireshark for the credentials. But this is what we have talked about, the website which is already vulnerable, or you can say which is not secure although. But when we are talking about the secure website, what kind of information or what kind of credential you can get, that's the very important thing. Because in CTFs you will be getting or in normal task scenarios for the interview, you will be getting some packets, some certificates. So you have to check for that. Okay. So I hope you got how you can use this Wireshark for the website which is not secure. So if you have any questions regarding the Wireshark with respect to your website which is not secure and how you can practice, you can ask me over here. So I hope you guys are not having any kind of questions. Guys, on the YouTube channel and on the WhatsApp itself, this particular short has been, or you can say the particular video has been provided for you. So you have to answer this particular question in the comment. So over here in the comment you have to answer all the questions which has been given. It's like basic testing of your knowledge, that what till now what you have learned from this bootcamp. So you all have to complete this task. So I hope by the end of the day you will be completing this task as well, and you have to answer all the questions in the comment. So far, if you can see, only 3 to 4 students have answered the questions. So I hope you will be answering these questions by the end of the day, and the attendance link will be provided today in the end of the session. Yes, Dilip Kumar, if you want to watch the previous video, you can simply check on the YouTube channel itself. Okay, so I hope you guys will be answering these questions by the end of the day. Now, we were talking about the security, like this is the some website which is not secure, but what if I'm trying to make a communication on the secure website, and what credentials you can get from this particular secure website? Let's assume I am trying to go for some website which is almost secure. Assume it. Okay. So this is a random website where I am trying to log in. Okay. So what I am trying to do, I am trying to first of all gather the information about that particular website. So let's just try to start the capturing. So I have started the capture again of the particular website. Now I am trying to extract the information of this secure website. So anyone can say or anyone can tell me whether I will be able to gather the user detail, or I will be able to get some kind of information from this particular website. Anything like what we can gather from this secure website, because as I have told already, the website which is secure is using some standard, some security protocol, that is HSTS. So guys, anyone can just simply answer that whether we will able to extract any information about this particular secure website, because as earlier I have told, the encrypted data, sort of like what kind of encrypted data you are saying? Like you're saying some kind of keys or some kind of encryption? Okay, let me give you the reference. For the vulnerable websites, or you can say for the website which is not secure, we are have a term that is HTTP over here. But for the secure, there is no such kind of term on the Wireshark. So how am I able to gather information about that particular, you can say, the website or the application? So for that we have two things. The very first is that everything which is secure on your internet is using some kind of DNS, some kind of server. Either you can go for that, but right now I am not interested in the domain name. Okay, I am interested something more than that, that so far we have very much familiar about this stuff that we cannot get the credentials, but what about I can get the session, what about I can get the key. So is it possible for me to extract the key or extract the session? Because everyone of us are aware that every time we are trying to log into the certain pages or to the certain sites, a session has been created, and when we are logged out from that particular stuff, then only our session get expired. So there is high chances that session hijacking is being done. So is it possible for us to extract a session of the website which is already secure? Guys, you can write in the chat box that is it possible to get any session or any key of the particular website. Okay, if it's HTTPS, then not possible. Okay, so it is not possible as per Marwan is saying that we cannot get the session and we cannot get the key. But what is this TLS? Why I have applied TLS? Anyone is aware about this TLS and SSL? I don't want the full form of TLS and SSL. Just simply tell me the usage or anything that you are aware about what this TLS help to the security. Okay, so someone was saying that we will not able to get this session, but over here if you guys can see, we have a source to destination traveling and we have some kind of crypto. Yes, this certificate used for the secure communication, and by using this certificates, that by using this TLS, I am going to extract, or you can say I am going to fetch the session and the key, because I might not get the private key, but it is possible for me to get the public key, and I can also go for the session. Yes, Anand Gupta, exactly. So this three-way handshake which is getting complete, it can simply see over here. So you can see the three-way handshake as well. But right now I am not trying to showcase you that three-way handshake, how this three-way handshake is completing. But I am trying to show you something better than that, that how you can check for the application layer communication by extracting the session key. Because when I have logged into that particular website, a session has been created. So I'm just trying to figure out, or you can say I'm trying to fetch that particular session. So you can see there are application data, and somewhere it has been talked about the cryptography, the pin, the packets. So this is how your data, or you can say by using Wireshark you can gather the information. So this is where you this particular stuff is very helpful for us to Over here, if you can see, we have the retry request change cipher. So for that, you can check in the transport layer what communication has happened. So over here, the change of cipher, or you can say while doing certain three-way handshake, they have tried to change the key. So I got a session ID, you can see over here, and the random message, the magic, you can say. So someone was saying in the chat that we are not able to get the session and we will not able to get the key, but that's not the case. You can easily get the session, but you have to be very much aware about the terms, that what you have to particularly fetching from that particular website or from that particular page. So over here, if you can see, it's a simple message saying that it is trying to request for the hello message, but what I am searching for the session or the cipher. And over here in this message itself, it is not actually trying to go for the hello, but it is trying to change the cipher. So here you can see there is a session key and this key has been shared. So I got the actual key sharing length. You can see I got the extension, the group, and also I got the session. So I can use the session ID to bypass that particular security, or you can say I can use the session ID for session hijacking. So that's how your session hijacking take place when we are talking about the web application. So of course there might be chances that man in the middle attack could not take place, eavesdropping will be not there, but your session is not hijacked. That could not be the case. Your session can easily hijack, but for that particular person or the hacker should be in your radius, because it can be monitored only when the person is within your network or using the same network. So I got the session ID and this is the random session. So why this random session is required? Because there is a term we are using very much frequently, that salt hashing. So have you guys ever heard about salting? Okay, so salting is can you just explain what is salting? If you guys are familiar about it, then I will just conclude it. Anand Gupta, it's not like you have added some unique value, but whenever we are using salting for the cryptography, it's for the main purpose of salting is that actual information or the original information should not be that feasible to the person to extract. So that's the main focus of salting. Okay, and in sorting you are just not normally adding unique values, you are adding some random values, so that it will be very hard for the person to extract the original information. Yes, Anand Kumar, that's what I'm saying, that you are adding some character to that particular hash, so that your data or that original data will be secure enough, and it will be very difficult for the person to extract the information. Now let's see, we have talked about that we have extracted the information. Over here I got the random value, and also I got the session ID. And the best part of this, that I'm also able to get that which cryptographic technique it's being using, that is AES 256, and not only AES but also there is SHA 384. Okay, now you have this record layer where they are talking about that they are trying to change the message, that in this case there might be chances there are some keys as well. So over here in the second, if you can see that change cipher spec, and the client is saying now hello. This was the request, or you can say the session which has been came from the server, and this is the client. So over here you can see the key has been shared, and also you can check the key as well. So the client key which has been shared is of 69 length. Also additional information, I can see the key exchange value, the first thing. Second thing, the session ticket which has been created, you can go for that as well. Now the additional information what you can get from this is that you can check for the signature or the algorithm. So it's saying that simply that so many hash has been used for the exchange of the key. So and the important thing that you get the some additional information that they are using JA3. Now this is some information. By using this information you can easily bypass that particular website applications, and also you can easily extract the information. So this is where your session hijacking could be possible, and in most of the cases session hijacking can only take place in two scenarios. The very first, when your user is within the network, or second, your attacker or the hacker who is trying to do the session hijacking is having access over your data. So this is the some information you can use for getting logged into the particular website or web pages. So I hope you guys are now crystal clear that whether the website is secure or not secure, a person who is having a lot more knowledge, they can easily bypass it, and you can extract the credentials. So if you guys have any questions, you can simply ask over here, and just try to practice this particular thing at your end. And if you guys having any questions about that, how we can be use Wireshark, simply you can use various platform, like we are having Try Hack Me. So one of the good Wireshark walkthrough has been given over there, so you can practice Wireshark on that platform. And attendance link has been shared with you guys. Kindly fill that form. So guys, I am hoping you are not having any kind of questions with respect to this Wireshark. Okay, if you guys are not having any kind of issue, we can end the session. And a very genuine request from every one of you that if you guys really want to practice, go on the platforms you are having, that is Try Hack Me, Hack the Box, and other platforms. If you are required, we will be free to provide you the links, but just don't practice on any kind of random website. It's totally illegal and we will not responsible for that. And just kindly after this session take a 5 minute and kindly go on the short and answer the question, because it's one of the part of your assessment that we are checking how much you were active in the sessions and what content you have so far gathered from this particular boot camp. Okay, so if you guys are not having questions, we can simply wind up the session. Thank you guys so much.